You can be an adherent of the spectrum of life and still respect a woman's right to choose her in reproductive health, and including when to have an abortion in the early stages of pregnancy. So I'll just say that as a Christian, I believe that that's possible, and still hold to the full spectrum of life.
Abortion? Abortion? Abortion. Abortion.
Well, a big shazam to you people. Hard Truth Monday starts right now. Y'all remember this. Last week, Meta took tampons out of the men's restroom, and they responded. Next, New York Post says this: Meta staffers revolt over tampon removal from men's restrooms, and they show up with their own tampons. Senor Chango. Ha! Gay. It's a Hard Truth Monday. I've got one for you. The middle story is a fist-pumping hard truth. Let me do these 3 stories. I'll get you up to date with what's been going on over the weekend. And then I've got 21 memes to help you get your week started off right. Should be fun. Next. All right, if you've been living under a rock, you may not have seen this. Staccato posted this on Friday, and it was sort of this comedy video about an upcoming TV show, and I think it was just fun. It was comedy. It was very well done with some influencers, including one of my favorites, Awaken with JP. But one of the faces of this campaign that we can't see anymore by Staccato was Tim Kennedy. Ooh, it did not go well. I mean, instantly, the feedback came in, and then this happened. This post has been deleted, and that was in all of their social media. And people are waking up to the Tim Kennedy nonsense. Staccato, a little while later, posted this: there are some things we need to clarify. Tim Kennedy is not and has never been an employee, brand ambassador, or paid influencer of Staccato. We collaborated on this single campaign, and we understand it was in poor taste. The campaign that we started rolling out this week was intended to poke fun at our industry and all the characters in it. One of those characters was intended to be a bro vet, and we believe Tim Kennedy would be perfect for that role. These decisions and shooting took place prior to many of the stories that have come to light in the recent weeks and months. We understand it was in bad judgment to continue to move forward with Tim Kennedy as planned. We heard you, and we apologize. Now, there's going to be people, I've talked about Tim Kennedy a lot over the years. Short version is, just because you served in the military and worked for the Pentagon doesn't make you immune to criticism. I have to say that every time, because guys bang away and they try to white knight for Tim Kennedy. Oh, Johnny, he would punch you in the face. Yes, he would destroy me in the octagon because he's a professional fighter. My point is this: companies need to be aware of anti-gunners within our ranks. Wolves in sheep clothing. Tim Kennedy is anti-gun. He's been anti-gun repeatedly, and he's now working for Double Check, which is a red flag company. I love that Staccato owned this. Big thumbs up from me. And it gets much worse than that. Here's just one thing from Outkick. Famous veteran faces horrible allegations of stolen valor. It's been pretty well documented that he has, and a lot of people say this is much worse than anti-gun, is that he has claimed to have medals that he didn't earn, including bronze devices for valor, as well as Purple Hearts. A couple memes coming out of this. Tim Kennedy is out, but there's a couple memes here. Next, Rad's Arms, great feed, says this: it's bedtime, and you need a good fable to read. Which are you choosing? Scars and Stripes by Tim Kennedy, The Operator by O'Neill, Into the Fire by Dakota Meyer, or Aesop's Fables? Oh, next. And this next song is called I Can't Believe You Dumped Me, Staccato. They're not the only ones. USCCA dropped Tim Kennedy this week also, and he's no longer with 511. And so companies, I mean, I wish the guy well. I don't want bad things to happen to him. I do want us to purge ourselves of anti-gunners in this industry. That's where I'm at. All right, the hard truth of today for the left is that we're winning, and we keep winning. I am cautiously optimistic. Check this out next. In Wokeness reported this: Trump just banned the 51 intel agents who lied about Biden's laptop from entering all federal buildings. Get some. That's the hard truth, is the days of the nonsense are over. Next, Just in, senior FBI officials have been ordered to retire, resign, or be fired by Monday. That's today. Bring it on. Get some. Next. This photograph was taken 2 days ago at the FBI Academy in Quantico and submitted to the New York Times under the condition of anonymity. If a picture is usually worth 1,000 words, this one is worth millions. Sorry, fairness, leadership, compassion, diversity. Paint it over. We're winning, y'all. The age of wokeness has come to a conclusion. I am cautiously optimistic. I'm saying heck yeah to all of it. Right now, I could be pissed off 6 months from now, maybe, but as of today, fist pump, we're winning. Up next is maybe my favorite story of all of 2025 so far. Next, breaking, dun, dun, dun. David Hogg just delivered his speech at the DNC to become vice chair. Democrats believe he can be the masculine figure they need to regain the young male vote. So they had their elections this week, and oh my Lord, they were everything chef's kiss you could hope they would be. They had one candidate who sang. She sang her, I'm so repressed. Oh, it was so good. And David Hogg won, vice president of the DNC. I also love that behind him in his speech was Pearson from none other than here in Tennessee. The thing I love about Pearson is his previous videos were very much, hello, my name is Pearson, and I would like you to help me run for state representative. And he is the nerdiest nerd ever. But then when this gun stuff started happening, he grew out of an afro, and suddenly he was talking like a Martin Luther King and became a caricature. I love it. I am fully on board with this. I think this is the greatest thing that could happen to the DNC. Fist pumping also from me. What do you think about that? Question of the day. What do you think about David Hogg is now one of the main faces of the DNC? Y'all, this is good. This is so good. To the memes. Here we go. Next, breaking, bum, bum, bum. Chuck Schumer, and this is real, is now officially under investigation by the Department of Justice for making threats against conservative U.S. Supreme Court justices. Chuck Schumer is now under investigation. Woo, that's got me excited. Chuck Schumer, go.
People are aroused. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very, very long time.
All right, next. I don't know if this is real. I heard this was AI, but I don't really know. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has arrested Ana de Stereo Franques, unlawful residence, evasion of deportation, and resisting relocation. I don't know if that is real, but the memes have been great. Here's one. Next. Trump says, executive order. The 9s and above are not illegal. Anna, you can stay. I'll allow it. Next. Americans, a Chinese New Year. Why do other countries have such strange holidays? Also Americans. I'll allow that too. I love it. Next. This does not mean to be disrespectful to the word of God. I just think this is a clever meme and I like it. Next. The Bible says being gay is fine as long as you're high. Quote, a man who lays with another man should be stoned. Leviticus 20:13. Anna says, that's not what that verse means, you dummy. Dilla says, well, did you write it? Did you, Anna? Did you write it? It's clever. People are funny. Next. I was supposed to say boo on this, but it's kind of funny. Happy Groundhog Day. Next. Media. The average adult spends $255 per year on their hobbies. Us. That doesn't cover 9 mil ammo. Next. Local man addicted to brake fluid says he can stop anytime he wants. Next. Haley says, the Pentagon has informed its resident press corps that NBC, NYT, and NPR and Politico will, quote, rotate out of the building to give space to New York Post, Breitbart, OANN, and HuffPost. The best response ever was from Katie Couric. She says, wow, this is how news becomes propaganda. It's begun. Pay attention. Car seat kid, go.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. bullshit.
All right, next. This is from my friends at CMMG. They posted it this weekend. The force is growing strong with CMMG. May the 4th be with you. Honest to goodness, I have no idea what's coming, but last year they did those blasters, and holy smokes, what a great company. They're sponsoring today's video. Jump over there, use that coupon code, get to shopping. Also, subscribe to their social media and their YouTube. I don't know, something's coming, but they posted those blaster pics. But I can tell you this, there's some great blasters over there right now. Coupon code is there. Get to shopping. You people, thank you for every thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Never miss a meme. Get yourself subscribed. Comment of the day goes to, he's always down there in the comment section, at Lawson Troya says this to Friday's show. I just wanted to say hey and love your show. Well, hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Next. Girl, say what you will about President Obama, but his class and eloquence really made the deportation of 2.5 million people go down smooth. I also said eloquence. Next. I'll allow it. Reject modernity. Embrace tradition. I'll allow it. Also check out the Bobby socks. Old school. I like it. Next. The office of Kamala Harris. 404. This page is unburdened by what has been. Donald Trump Jr. says it's real and it's amazing. This White House is fire, fire, fire. Next. Casey sent me this. Thanks, Casey. Also, I hope, Casey, were you the one that put the arrow there? That's really, really good work. I would have missed it if you had to put it there. Love you, buddy. General says this, breaking, bum, bum, bum. Mexican peso and Canadian dollar crash following U.S. President Trump's new tariff. Breaking. Panama's president has terminated the country's Panama Canal agreement with China right after a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. I'll allow it. It's fun to watch, y'all. Next. Thanks for the varmint we're about to eat. It ain't fancy, but at least it's meat. Happy Groundhog Day. Kids, ask your parents. Next. Bum, bum, bum. The U.S. Agriculture Department has directed employees to remove any mentions of climate change from its public websites per report. Get some. Aye, aye, aye. No more mentioning climate change in your official documents. Get him, Greta.
How dare you?
All right, next. The groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter, so I ate him. It's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Next, Benny Johnson, who's been crushing it lately. Great feed. Caroline leaves every reporter in stunned silence after decimating their lies about the coof origin. Coof leaked from a lab in China. We now know that to be the confirmable truth. They lied to your face for years. Now we get to watch them seethe at the truth. Get some. Next. This is funny. Breaking. The State Department has replaced LGBTQ with LGB. I repeat, Donald Trump has granted us the divorce that we have been wanting for so long. Every day is Christmas. Next. LGBTQ. I prefer the original gay. LGBT? No, not the bleeped up gay. LGB? Perfection. They pushed until they got all the rights that everybody else has, and that, well, whatever, and it wasn't enough. And then they went after the children. Next. The wheels on the shopping cart be like, bah, 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 bah. That's good. That's dumb. This is also dumb Photoshop. Next. I don't want to gay with you anymore, Andy. Next. Oh, this is a runner-up. I love this. I love this. I love this. Jared has covered it. Mike Lee says this. It should be easier for law-abiding Americans to buy a silencer. Contrary to Hollywood and video games, silencers, suppressors don't make a gun completely quiet, and they're not just for secret agents. They are a valuable hearing protection tool for law-abiding firearms enthusiasts across America. So I introduced a bill with Representative Cloud from Texas to get rid of federal regulations on silencers, treating them as the non-lethal firearm accessories they are. I will allow that. Golly, can we get those off the NFA? That would be wild. I will allow that. Up next is my favorite from today. Let me know what your favorite is. I'll be back all week long. We're going to have a hot one. It's going to be fun this week. Ooh, I went through memes for tomorrow and Wednesday this morning, and they're coming. Wednesday's going to be good as well. Next, Charlie Kirk says this. Yes, a Chinese national who organizes pro-Palestine rallies at UCLA has just had her visa revoked. She is now free to organize her protests in China. American flag, shotgun guy, go.
Get some! Back me up, go all in, by Joe Biden. I gotta win, save the country from sin. I won't never slack up, get your money back up. Try and cuss my voter and you're bound to get smacked up. Get up, stand up, throw your MAGA hats up. If you got the feeling, Kamala's unappealing. Trump's got the hot flow.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.